what's up? My name is Shegun Ayegusi. I'm the pastor of Young Adult Ministries here at The Remix. And tonight we were in part 5 of our message series titled Marry Your Friend. And we talked about taking out the trash. And essentially by that, we were talking about dealing with the emotional trash that couples sometimes allow pile up in their relationship, which ends up just causing a mess. In real life, if you were to leave garbage in your house without taking care of it and you let it stay over a period of time, it really creates a mess. And so tonight we talked about how to deal with conflict in a healthy way that really builds intimacy in the marriage. A number of things we talked about. Number one, we talked about how in conflict there will be times when discussions become so heated and that you need to give each other space, perhaps a agreed upon time where you spend time apart, and in those times of quiet you're essentially asking God this question: how can I please God through this conflict? How can I honor Him in this conflict? And we talked about how in those moments of conflict, sometimes God will call you to just simply overlook an offense. Other times God might call you to go to the other person and gently help them see their fault in the conflict. And then at times God might call you to go to the other person and admit the role that you played or how you contributed to conflict in the relationship. Also, we talked about the fact that oftentimes in relationships, when we sin, we're often wondering who initiates reconciliation. So here's a rule of thumb: when I sin, I initiate reconciliation, or I initiate restoration in a relationship. So that was one principle we talked about. We talked about if you are on the receiving end of an apology, you want to be, just keep recording. We talked about if you're on the receiving end of an apology, you should verbally acknowledge the apology, and literally that means letting the other person know that you accept their apology. And lastly, we said if the conflict is with a loved one, you should verbally reaffirm your commitment to the relationship. And the big idea of everything we talked about was this: that in every relationship there's conflict. The issue is not whether there is conflict or there's no conflict. The issue comes in how you leverage those conflicts to build intimacy in your relationship. To hear the full message of tonight, you can go to our website, www.remixnj.com, to hear the full message.